Hey everyone, I'm Josh.
I'm Ritzgarn.
I'm Seamus.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Arvind.
And I found my new favorite pastime.
Josh is
Rearranging
screwing
the
around in a
furniture.
museum.
Yeah. You know, it's not really fair. I got kicked out of the Getty for doing this.
I need more shivs. Gotta shiv people. Oh, wait,
Shivs
I
are a
can make
renewable
3.
resource, Josh. It's okay.
You know, you'd think some tape and a shiv would make, like, 2 shivs instead of 1. Or some scissors and a shiv, rather. Or scissors and tape should make 2 shivs, is what I
The
mean.
double-bladed shiv.
That's a weird sort of video game thing where every object represents one other object worth of stuff. Like if you have a gas can, it has a little bit of gas in it.
How's it going?
Enough for 1 Molotov cocktail.
I need to adjust your back here. Here we go.
Right.
Yeah, there we go. Ah, doesn't that feel
Okay.
better?
So, I don't know how much I want to break the fourth wall here, but I've been playing a lot of Alien Isolation, and it's really bothering me to be walking around in plain sight with a flashlight on.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Campster, they're blind. I believe there's also a room here that you can open with a
Oh,
shiv.
your brick pouch is full, Josh.
Use a shiv to open the door, yeah! We're just gonna
Shiv
blow
that
right
door.
through all the shivs. Apparently there were people that were annoyed with me that I was using shivs so often. But
Well, I mean,
Okay,
they're,
guys.
that's the
they're like
price
the
of being
best
a
thing in the
shiv
game.
master.
Okay, guys, just an FYI,
God,
Josh
yes.
playing the game ideally does not make for a very smooth or enjoyable gameplay video. Trust
Josh
me on this
Mesh-
one.
Josh headbutting mannequins all over the room. That's what our show is about. That's actually in our mission statement.
Yeah.
Dude, we gotta like... Oh man, all the stuff I could do with these mannequins? Put them out there and like... play chess with
Just
them?
shut that door and have your time alone with the man. Wait,
Tess.
where's... Yeah.
We got separated, remember? There was a giant
Oh,
beam
that's
that
right.
fell.
Oh yeah, that's right. You lifted a 4-ton beam so that they could go under it.
Hot diggity damn, I feel patriotic.
What's the damn sprint key? It's
I
not
know,
that
man.
one. Is it this one? This one. Yeah, that's it.
Oh god, you want to have... Just imagine cracking open one of those plastic squeezy ketchup bottles.
My mouth is watering just thinking about it, Rutskarn.
My
It's like a
eyes are watering
combination
just
of,
thinking about it.
Whistling and that's the noise it makes.
Oh man, I haven't had ketchup in 20 years.
I just love the kind of subtitle. How's the?
Hey, what's up, dude? How's it going? Hey! Are you okay?
Is he
I think the
blind?
door is winning.
I don't know.
Is
You
he
know, I
bl-
never
what
did
was
figure
his-
out if those guys were also not... They didn't respond to flashlights as well. I'm not sure. He didn't seem to care very much that I had the flashlight.
Wow.
Oh man, these guys have some very sensitive heads.
That was...
Yeah.
What are their skulls
Zombies.
made out of?
Oh. Get wrecked, son. I have a stick and fists. Stick fists.
Okay, you know, because everything about this game feels so sort of grim and, in theory, realistic. Seeing you just punch infected, bleeding people right in their toothy mouths with your bare fist really does kind of bother me.
Yeah, it does me too.
You know what this is?
Yeah.
This is spoiler warning. After dark.
I think it's during dark. It's not after dark. It is still dark.
Spoiler warning. In the dark.
Alright, which one of you just put their hand on my knee?
That's not my hand.
Just a bit windy. This way. This will get us to the roof.
I don't even know why this tangent got started.
What are
Well,
we
should we talk
talking
about the
about?
brick mechanics some more? Let's. Oh my goodness, that's a wonderful skyline. That
Yeah.
was just back
No,
there.
the
That
game's
was wonderful.
gorgeous. I mean, it really is.
Yeah. I know earlier we pointed out that one skybox that hadn't really been upscaled along with the rest of the graphics, and so it looked a little dodgy.
There she is.
But
That's our
this
building.
stuff looks great.
I mean, it still looks like a PS3 game, but
Oh, I know, and who plays those anymore?
yeah, definitely not me playing Final Fantasy 13. All right. Well, we looked at it.
Did we get a postcard?
You stand back.
There might have been one in that museum. You want me to go back?
Yeah, we didn't stop at the gift shop. Oh my gosh. You guys are such
Was that
scrubs
not
as
the
tourists.
Shiv room? Well, this is a great bridge we've constructed.
This looks
Yeah,
totally
based on
safe.
the regular durability of wood, it's probably not gonna last.
Although this is giving me awful flashbacks to a childhood memory of mine.
Yeah, I remember you mentioning that
The
one.
time when
read
you
that
ran from the
post.
zombies on planks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that everything you hoped for?
Yeah, we did
Jury's
about
still
that.
out.
Yeah, I refused to do what they are now doing. Although our board was
idea.
even narrower, if you can believe it. So we were
Come
done.
on, this way.
Apparently you weren't.
Hey,
I love that,
Yeah.
by the way. I love that's like the first interaction Ellie and Joel really have, and you get the theme in there.
look, we're almost
I
done.
love that scene.
Stay
This
focused.
game does have so many
Yes,
beautiful
ma'am.
small moments.
I'd almost say it like lives on those small moments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It,
mean, those
it
are
really
probably
does.
the best part of the game.
And then the fire escape fell off and they all died.
Because the
Right around
game's
the corner.
big moments
Come on.
don't typically work. Like, a big
Keep moving, kid.
giant monster comes through the gym wall and you gotta shoot it. Spoilers. That's not so cool.
I like the time cut we just went through there, like that yellow domed building, which somebody will tell me what that thing is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The
The-
capital of Boston,
Yeah, whatever.
home of the incredibly innavigable roads.
Yeah, that thing was in the distance, and now it's closer. Like, it's not often games give you a sense of like distance traveled
We
like
got a
that,
dumpster here.
especially in urban
All
areas.
Well, because
Your
we went
hockey
from
dumpster.
like night to early morning, so
Yeah, just gonna slide this dumpster around the wet, grassy earth after it's been sitting with its wheels locked for about 20 years.
Yeah, I know. That is just it's. I'm surprised you can get it to hold still. You better make sure it doesn't slide out from under you when you climb up on it, because you know it's going to be so
way.
slippery.
Thank you, X.
Yeah,
that
that
time,
just,
and not the other
just give
7
that thing a
times I
good
hit
old
it.
smack with your knuckles, Joel.
Well, it let me climb it, so I don't know.
And it didn't slide out from under you either, huh?
Yeah.
What?
Can I kick this? Aw.
are you trying to
That
Street
was-
Fighter that car? Is that what that was?
I know. And
That
was
was-
the ass end of that car like super low? I mean, I'm sorry for complaining
Yes.
about graphics, but that looked pretty
Just
bad.
so it's out there.
Well, all the tires have been
Apparently this-
destroyed, so they're all like
Yeah.
It
sunk.
looks like it's shallow on the right side.
Well, I mean, apparently the zombies
Let's
have been
go
eating
left.
license plates.
I'm glad Marlene hired you guys.
Okay, welcome to the most obnoxious mechanic in the entire game. Ellie can't swim, the video game.
Yeah, sure thing.
Oh,
It doesn't like it makes a big deal out of it, but then she like magically manages to get across everything anyway. So,
Because of you, because you deal with it and you get their stupid platform everywhere, and oh my god. Also, I've seen.
The
Like,
Last
I
of
live-
Us 2. Ellie learns to swim.
I've been in enough swamps. You should be covered in algae. Like, you should be
Yeah.
covered
Yeah.
after walking through that.
and you should be moving slower. Oh my goodness, that thick water.
No.
So, this cutscene
Well,
is really important.
fuck.
What happens now?
Guess what? The incompetent fireflies are
doing,
dead.
Tess?
Maybe they,
I mean,
they
that's really
ever
funny,
not
but
dead?
this...
or something to tell us where they were going.
I do find this cutscene
Oh,
really,
we
really
could
important
taste
for
it.
Joel
It needs
and
to
for
go.
Tess. I mean, obviously for Tess, but Joel in
Where was
particular.
I was a little
Sabotage.
confused. What killed these guys, and where did it
Mentioned
go?
that it was someplace out west.
What are we
Does it
doing?
matter? They're
This
dead.
is not.
One of
us.
their
know about us?
experiments got away and killed them all.
Not me.
I know that
This
you
was
were
one of those
smart.
rogue cells. And
Really? Guess what? We're shitty people, Joel. It's been that way for a long
No,
time.
we are survivors.
This is our chance.
It is over, Tess!
And what do you know about us?
Now, we tried. Let's just go home.
I'm not going anywhere. This is my last stop.
So, here comes the reveal.
Our luck had to run out sooner or later.
You going on?
No, don't! Don't touch me.
Holy shit.
I love this scene.
Joel.
I love how Ellie knows and
Let me
not
see.
Joel. That
I
just,
assume this
that's so
happened while they
chilling.
were separated in the museum.
Oh, Christ.
Oops. Right?
No, because it's a few hours old, isn't it?
Give me your arm.
Well, this has been a few hours since the museum, isn't it?
Oh,
This
I
is
guess that's
3
true.
weeks. I was bitten an hour ago, and it's already worse. This is fucking real, Joel. You
Yeah,
don't
an
take
hour
this
ago,
with the
so
Tommies.
it's not
If
even
he's
been that
along with
long.
This crew, he'll know where to go.
Yeah.
No, that was your crusade. I am not doing that.
Yes, you are. Look, there's enough here that you have to feel some sort of obligation.
I
to me, so you
love
get
how
back
much of a
to
shitheel
Tommy's.
Joel is. I love it. I love how he's kind of this scummy guy that refuses to help anybody, and it's only because of Tess that he
They're
even
here.
goes on this journey.
I can buy you some time, but you have to.
Yeah.
wait.
You want us to just leave you
Like,
here?
Yes.
I mean,
No
in a
I
very
will
real
not
sense,
turn
I
into
guess,
one
and
of
as
those things.
Tess and also Sarah are women in the fridge to Joel, but Tess in particular doesn't
It's
feel
easy
that way.
for me.
Tess feels fleshed out and sincere enough.
No,
We got
just
to know
go.
Tess
Well, yeah,
in a way
her
that we never
existence
knew
does
Sarah.
not depend on Joel. Like she
she-
doesn't exist for the sole purpose of the Joel character. It seems like.
Exactly,
heroic-
and that
yeah,
feels
Move on.
it's different
It's
than
a
Sarah.
heroic moment.
And a lot of that is in her, just her facial performance in that last scene. Like, even if you watch that without the volume, it's like there's this kind of expression common to video game women who, like, exist to give the protagonist motivation. It's like that kind of soft, like, inner eyebrow turned upward, outer eyebrow lowered, mouth slightly
Save me,
open,
Mario.
like, expression like, protagonist,
Die.
why? No, you have to stop. Don't do the cool thing.
Alright,
Do
that's
this
right.
thing,
This is the pickup
please.
button. That's the punch button.
Yeah.
And
Punch
but,
the
like,
stuff on the table.
you didn't. It's kind of not so much an emotion as an absence of productive emotion, an absence of sort of
Yeah.
passion. That was not what we were seeing from her. Like, we were seeing something that indicates that she has her own feelings, she has her own sort of desires, and she has, they're desires that we would associate with a protagonist, like frustration, like, anger.
Yeah. Anger and motivation. I mean, really, I think if you go down heroically fighting, you no longer qualify as a woman in the fridge. She is very much her own thing. Is that her dead down
Yeah.
there? Is she already dead?
Yep.
Yeah, she
Yep,
gets
that
killed by
was
the
her
guys
body.
coming in.
I hope she got to take a few of them down.
If nothing
It does
else,
seem
it's
a-
implied she gave you time to get out of there.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it too hard, you realize that you basically have gotten into like 4 or 5 firefights of that size, and you actually got through okay. It would have been, like, did she take any down with her?
No, but these are armed guards. Like, they are in full body armor, and you won't see guys like this until the end of the game. So it's implied that there's a reason she died.
Yeah,
Punch
okay.
the gun.
Okay,
Alright,
so for
we
the blood
got
patterns, this guy was
ourselves
killed
a hunting
sitting here.
rifle. Unfortunately,
think
it has no upgrade, so it's totally shit.
I think you take 2 or 3 out here, but you don't take out an army of them out the way you do at the end of the game.
Joel.
And it is completely viable to just sneak past these guys.
And that's with the element of surprise. I mean, Tess was intentionally standing in the open, trying to make
Yeah.
sure that you had time to escape.
I won't nitpick this too much,
Stay
I
with me.
guess.
Come on.
I love Tess's, like, it is woman in the fridge, but it's also completely in her character and totally makes sense. And especially compared to Sarah, who very much exists just to give Joel character, Tess does not just exist to give Joel character. She is her own person.
Let's put it this way. It doesn't break the trend, which is, frankly, just too common and too lazy and too straightforward in gaming. But it's not like it just does it because it doesn't have any ideas. It does... It is, like, sort of the ideal example that people who, get upset whenever expressions like women in the fridge, like the one that they call to. They're like, well, they're just telling their own story, and, you can't say that just because this other things did a bad thing, then it's bad too. Like, this is as good as it gets.
Yeah, I guess this is the minimum thing that you should expect.
Yeah. I don't know if that actually made any sense, what I just said.
I'm sure the viewers will let us know.
Basically what I mean is, there's sort of, when it comes to trends that are kind of unfortunate, like when we talk about women in the fridge, the problem with it is that that's just sort of become the standard thing. Just like that becomes, that's the crutch. That's the alpha and the omega of what they do with their female characters, is it's always the male characters the one that's important. It's always that the female character just gives them motivation. And that's what we're saying.
I feel like I'm playing Hitman right now.
We need to motivate him. So what should motivate? Well, how about a girl that likes him who is pretty? Okay, that's done. We will give her a nice girl name, and then we will make her pretty.
Okay, but now we need to... Yeah, now we need to motivate him for the last arc. Well, we need to take something away from him. Well, the thing we gave him was a pretty girl. Let's take away the pretty girl.
Yeah.
In fairness to Joel, a lot of what defines his character is the loss of the people that matter, and it just happens to be that the two people that matter most who do get lost are women. And it's... I mean, this is sort of the interesting point of the entirety of The Last of Us, right? Like, Joel and The Last of Us in general walk this line between the dadification of video games, where it's all about this male protagonist who's the dude who has to protect a little woman who's in harm, and also, like, a legitimate issue, like a legitimately well-written, interesting, complex, well-rounded series of characters. And... The Walking Dead fell into this a little bit, but this is sort of the ultimate game that exemplifies that.
And I think one thing to keep in mind is that, it's not that any one work of art or any one expression is necessarily bad just because it contains a trend, which is negative.
Yes.
When people say, like, that they don't like women fridge games, and even when someone comes out and says, I'm not interested in The Last of Us because I'm getting really sick of this, on the one hand, you should not say, it's wrong to enjoy this work because it does not buck a trend that is negative. But on the other hand, it is certainly bad to, like, get up in arms about someone saying, I'm really tired of this happening and I don't want to do it anymore.
Right.
You should not judge someone for, at this point, really just sort of wanting something new.
Well, that's what shocks me is... Well, go ahead, Seamus.
Well, just let's remember that the alternative that we did for years was, no motivating character at all. You're just an awesome badass that kills all the dudes. I mean, this is a step forward already. The fact that we have characters that you're interacting with and worrying about and thinking about and talking to is, the medium's kind of growing up. And the fact that it's not all the way grown up, we shouldn't just dump on everything that it does because it's not fully mature yet. This is a step
I was
forward
thinking about motivations that are just like somebody close to you dying, and I wonder if it's because so many games are based on the fact that there's violence and you gotta kill a bunch of people. So what can justify that? So it's like, an eye for an eye kind of thing, where it's like, oh well, this guy's killing somebody because somebody that he liked died. So that makes it all right.
Yeah, that's kind of an arithmetic we can get behind.
Yeah, it at least makes it more palatable. Like if he was just, you know, if he was just motivated by, oh, I just really hate
Hey,
these
what's up,
guys.
dude? How's it going?
Yeah, this is that stealth segment there really kind of stretched my immersion a little bit.
Oh, why am I holding the wrong gun?
That's a really shitty helmet if that stomp actually did any damage to his face.
Wow, I gotta say, the game
Oh,
is really
shit.
punishing you now for sneaking past these guys by making you fight them.
He didn't
Well, in
sneak
fairness-
past them. He decided to go back and fight them.
Yeah.
Why did we decide to go back and fight them?
Well, because there's
That's
stuff in
Josh.
this other room, I think.
I mean,
Oh
okay,
my
on the one hand,
gosh.
I feel like I'm picking nits about that helmet thing, but on the other
Okay, maybe
hand,
there isn't any
like,
stuff in this
they
room.
decided to prominently put security helmets on one of the few enemies in the game, and then they decided
Hey, what's up,
to
guys?
have the same
Bye.
animation used to for murdering people always be stomping on their head. It seems like that there could have been a little more communication here.
Fuck, go. No!